the cheap grinder perk. One of my best build for overkill to death wish difficulty. Well, as you can see, the title is using a grinder. Yes, I'm using the grinder. The grinder is the so-called pack before there is ultimate edition. So grinder is basically increase health every time you hit or kill the enemies every few for a few seconds. And let's just quick look at my skill. So let's just start on ghost. Why do we need ghost? It's a grinder. So basically you need a professional and a specialist killing for the suppressor weapons. Why do we need suppressor? Well, there's a skill for suppressor that increase damage for silenced weapon. So you need a silenced weapon on silencer on your weapon to increase damage. That's why this game is good. The professional increase your stability and accuracy with the silenced weapon. So that's the reason why we're using silenced weapon on loud mission. Exactly. And then there's optical illusion, which is increase your silenced weapon concealment. And of course I get the low blow to get the critical hit chance. So basically you gain 3% every 1 point of detection rate or concealment. So I got inner pocket on basic, duck and cover parkour on Ace. Both of this is just run and reload, and this one is sprint faster and increase dodge chance. So on technician, this is the important part of the grinder build. So body expertise and surefire. So both of this is you must get it on Ace basically. So basically you can pierce armor through armor using the SMG and LMG, and of course it's increase the more bullets on your magazine on basically on SMGs, on LMG that shoot. On here you got lock and load. I need the lock and load because you can reload faster every time you kill 2 enemies with the thing, with your SMG and LMG that shoot automatic fire instead of semi. And then on body expertise you get 90 damage bonus from headshot. On enforcer I got resilience, which is reduce the flashbang visual effect. And then on mastermind I got the inspire and a doctor bag. The reason why I didn't get the first aid kit is doctor bag I think is more important than first aid kit on grinder perk because you regen health anyway. But it's up to you. You want to first aid kit or doctor bag. So I'm just gonna use doctor bag because once you down 3 times you can use the doctor bag to reset your down. And I got inspire, which is if you play with the suck ass team you can just tell them to get the fuck up and get back to play. And that's all the skill, the important skill. The rest of the skill you can spend it or any skill. I just spend it on underdog, scavenger, stable shot, and rifleman. And let's see on the weapon mods. On GP36, as you can see here, so let's see on the mods. I'm using the medium suppressor, which is I have the skill that increase the damage. Now before the mod applied it has only like less than 40 damage, which is bad. Now we have like 45.9 with a suppressor damage suppressor on it. But if you have like more concealment, you can also use the bigger the better suppressor. It will be have like 48, which is better, but it also decrease your concealment and higher detection risk, so I might just use the medium suppressor. The medium suppressor. So the boost, I'm using concealment, of course auto fire, compact foregrip. The gadget is compact laser module, and speed pull magazine to increase your reload speed, and solid stock. And it will ended up on status on 45 magazine. It's because of the skill. Total ammo 240, rate of fire and 706, damage 45, accuracy 56, stability on maximum, concealment 25, and reload time on 3.8. You can also use another weapon like Commando 553 or the M-Car. It's basically the same thing, the same weapon mods, but few different status like the damage, the accuracy, and the fire rate, and the total ammo and magazine. So I recommend use the Commando 553 because it has better damage, better rate of fire, and better reload time. But the thing is, I like the GP36 because the reload, believe it or not, the reload time is better than Commando 553, even though on this status Commando 553 has less reload time. The reason is it's because the speed pull magazine. Now the reload time is 1.9. I don't know why it's not applied when I'm back here. It's 3.8, but whatever. The reason why I choose the reload speed is just like I like the reload much faster than higher damage but less ammo, and also this weapon has much powerful than the GP, so I'm gonna use the GP36. Is the worst weapon in Payday 2. Basically the worst damage on any weapon in Payday 2. So on secondary, I'm using the Compact 5 submachine gun, which has the concealment boost, auto fire, the ninja barrel, the compact laser module, straight magazine, no sight at all, and no stock or bare essential stock. And that's the primary and secondary. The secondary, you can use pistol or any kind of submachine gun. Just make sure you're using the auto fire and the suppressor. That's all. As long as it's a low concealment, high concealment, low detection risk, all good. And the melee weapon, I'm using the kunai. You can use any kind of melee weapon as long as the concealment is higher and the detection risk is low. And the throwable, I'm using the Matryoshka grenade. This is the new grenade. You can use any kind of grenade, it's up to you. It doesn't even necessary. And just make sure you're not using any armor, because if you use this armor, except you can still use the lightweight ballistic vest on grinder, but if you use this armor, the grinder perk will be disabled or not working at all. And a doctor bag, of course. So let's just see this build. So this is the cheap grinder build that I just built. This is actually me playing on Mayhem difficulty. It's not a Deathwish difficulty because I think it's the same thing. But the difference is I think the Deathwish cops deals more damage than the Mayhem. But overall it's just the same thing. I did not read the patch note before, but whatever. So about my grinder, cheap grinder build, it is actually a build that everyone else can like relate. Basically this grinder. So basically grinder perk is regen health every time you shoot the cops or kill the cops for like a few seconds. So the longer the more you kill the cops, the more you damage the cops, the more health you get. So as you can see on the bottom right on my health, it's regen like slowly. It's not that fast, but slowly. But it's still good. It's not that bad. I will regen until you're full, until it's up to the time. As long as you keep shooting the cops, keep hitting the cops, keep killing the cops, it's all good. You can survive in the middle of the, as long as you did not like in the middle of a crowded, very crowded, especially when you play on Mayhem or Deathwish. I did not recommend you play like a lunatic, just go to the middle, shoot everyone else. No, because what you have on Grander Perk is only health, no armor at all. Even though you're using the lightweight armor, it still give you a lot of damage because you have less armor. So if you use more armor like the vest, the heavy armor, the grinder perk will not working. That's the rule of the grinder perk. So I recommend you use a two-piece suit instead of like the armor, because they will decrease the amount of health you have and amount of like I don't know. I think that's not necessary. I think yeah I just like to use the two-piece suit because you move faster than using the armor. And also in this weapon is actually the GP36 is actually the worst weapon. It has like only like 36, yeah 36 damage on the default weapon is 36 damage, but if you have like this build, you can upgrade it into like 48. But right now I only have like 36.9, which is great. That's not including a crit bonus. So basically crits bonus is just increase your damage at 2 times. So it's just like real good. And also the compact submachine gun, the compact 5 submachine gun, the ammo pickup rate in both gun, the submachine gun and the assault rifle, is just ridiculously good. I don't know if you noticed this, but the ammo, if you like kill five cops and then the cops will drop the ammo box, if you pick that up, I don't know exactly how many I got, but I just see on my ammo it's just like 100 or something, and it's really cool. Maybe like 80 or maybe 70, and that's pretty cool. You pick up 5 ammo box, at least one ammo box has like 11 for your weapon, and it's really cool. And also the playstyle. So Payday 2 is all about the playstyle. So if you play like just hide and shoot, cover and shoot, you better not using this build, because this build is built to be grinding. So basically on a grinding map, like such as like a counterfeit cook off, just like what I did before, and then some else like crime spree, you can use this build. But if you play like on like a huge map, like a wide map, you better not play using this build because this build is like close range and stuff. You know, fast reaction and then survivability, like just you know survive. Like you regen health every seconds and then keep shooting the cops. If you like hide, just hide. You will not like. And also the knife, the melee weapon that I'm using is kunai. The kunai is actually the ultimate edition. Is actually a gauge ninja package before the ultimate edition. Yeah, uh, it's actually a poison kunai. So basically, if you stab the cops will like interrupted. So he will puke, and then since while he puke, the cop will still taking damage from the melee weapon. But it's not like a huge damage, but it's slightly damage. If you play on overkill, every cop will die in one stab without charge. But on Mayhem and Deathwish, I don't believe so. So I'm using the kunai only like to interrupt the cops from shooting me, and so I can kill after I reload, and that's pretty cool actually. So uh, this gun is not like a huge. There's still like a few guns uh, that has a good damage, fire rate, and then ammo pickup, but I recommend GP36 because it has like a good fire rate. I mean, it's not like a very best, but well, it's equal, I think. And also, it has like like really fast reload because of the speedball magazine. And also, if you fight a dozer, make sure the dozer did not notice you, or else he will knock you down in one shot. Because all you have is just health, not the armor. Because if you have armor, if the dozer shot you, then the armor destroyed, it will not take more damage to the health. But if you have health, and your health is just like, if the dozer just like one shot you, just like one, just into, uh, just one shot you until you're down, you can't do anything about that. And also the taser. The taser is pretty annoying. Like because you're using the auto fire assault rifle and SMG, it will just keep shooting until you untase, until you kill the taser, or until you stagger the taser, until you knock back the taser. So it's kind of like waste of ammo to kill like taser while you're getting tased. So make sure you kill the taser before anything else, because the once you get tased, you just like okay, you just okay, there you go. You just waste 45 ammo, like the whole magazine. Once your ammo is empty, you can't do anything. You cannot do anything. So like waiting somebody to help you to kill that taser. Uh, and also shield can be like a little bit annoying. It's not because you cannot penetrate the shield. It's just because when you go in around the back of the shield, he locked on you, so he won't show you. He won't let you shoot him in the butt, and it's kind of like annoying. And you're just like getting close to him, so he can melee you, and it's just like took like half of your health, and it's just like annoying. You can just down by one shield. You just get killed by one shield. So I just gonna make sure that the shield is standing still instead of like moving before I kill the shield, and then I'm going around behind him. So Payday 2 is like this build is about the playstyle. So just make sure you just keep killing the cops and everything will be good. And also I did and About this build, I really recommend you have this build. Also the DLC, all the DLC is really helpful because it has like weapon mods, it has a weapon mods, uh, like a perk deck, and then stuff like that. The perk deck, new weapons, like the other weapons that I'm using. It's not GP36, but right now I'm using GP36, and it's it's awesome. It's better than the recent weapon that I use because I use the DLC weapon, and it has a slower reload speed than this one. And I like GP36 because the reload speed is incredible. It's really fast, less than a second, I guess. If you like fully drain your magazine, it's 1.6 seconds. So it's actually pretty cool. GP36 is OP for me, especially for Death Wish and Mayhem and Overkill. And also I have another like build, like the stealth build, like fully stealth build, like any kind of build, like safe opening build, like drilling build, like drill stealth build. If you're interested on my stealth build, I actually made before the stealth build. It's still the same. There's no big difference, but there's a little bit difference between the old build that I have, the stealth old build, and now I just added something in the stealth build. So if you're interested on my stealth build, I will put the link to my old stealth build. Or if you're interested in new my stealth build, just put the comment down below so I know. Alright, so in the future I will maybe make the other build, like the stealth build. So see you guys in the future.